This is Nathan Stanford going to show you a PHP and HTMX drag and drop. So what you're seeing right here is the example that I'm going to show you. You can simply grab, drop it wherever you want, and it works. So now let's go look at the code that creates this. So if we go here and we go to the index, first thing I want to show you though, before I even show you the code, is I'm going to include a quick example. Create a database. You can change the name of the database or whatever you want, but this is just so you have an example that you can actually run. This is a MySQL script here. So I get MySQL running and I insert this table in this database and all the info, just throw some items in. There's a configuration. Because this is on my local host, there is no password. It's just simply throwing it together. And this is just a quick old school SQLi. You can change it to be PDO. But this is going to show you that in here, we pull that configuration file in, which if you were putting this on GitHub with a real password, you would want to put that in the git ignore and not upload your password to GitHub or wherever you're storing your repos. So here is the server request method where it's going to be updating. So it's checking to see if this has been posted to. If you've made a move, it's going to post and it's going to come here and it'll update with the location that these are in. Then it will get the list again and it will fetch all of them and it will display them. So here's the items, and if you notice the ID items list, right? As it loops through these, if we come to look at this, you'll see that inside the JavaScript, when it's running sortable and it goes to post, it will post right back to the index. But notice it's a post, which means that's where it's doing this update up here, and then it's querying and getting all the information again as to where you stored it. It doesn't have to reload the page because you've moved it, but it's saved it to the database. So then if you want to change the color, the look and feel, there's a style sheet you can use and you can adjust. So it's real quick and simple. It's using the sortable function. So all you've got to have is you got to include the Sortable.js file and HTMX. I added a style sheet to make it look better. I did make it dark background because I don't like it to be so bright. So here is a working example, and I'll go back once again. If I've got it here, 5 is at the top. If I hit refresh, you can see in the database it switched it up here. So when you move, it literally saves it in the database. So we can always go here and we can, let's see here, I think it's, let's close this. This is the full example. If you want to get the code, I will be putting the URL in the description so you can go there to read that. And that's the whole piece of code.